Welcome to the study guide for the Project Management Professional Exam, Chapter 3. At the beginning of this training video, I covered the high-level topics that we would cover during this training. We're now on the third segment, which is planning and the knowledge areas. This will be quite a big segment because planning is so important for any project. Please note that sometimes I will repeat a particular input, tool and technique, or output because these are repeated throughout different processes. Sometimes there's a different aspect to a particular item that needs to be highlighted. I'll try to point out differences, but you should also make a note if you think something's being repeated to go back and examine it closely for these differences. Okay, let's get started. In this chapter, we will cover the development of the project management plan, scope planning, and scope definition. Other areas are creating the work breakdown structure, communications planning, quality planning, risk planning, plan purchases and acquisitions, resource planning, creating the project schedule, and creating the project budget. You should note at this point that we're moving from the project initiating process group to the project planning process group. As you can see, planning and monitoring and control are the biggest efforts of a project from the project management perspective. The first effort is creating the project management plan. This is a process within the project integration management knowledge area. We will review what the project management plan is and how it's created. Then we'll step through the scope statement. You're going to find that the other planning efforts, from creating the work breakdown structure to creating the project budget, are all subsidiary plans that are rolled up into the project management plan. Creating some of these documents can be quite extensive, but we will walk through the inputs, tools and techniques, and output and explain each area. Of course, with the project scope statement, you're going to find many similarities with the preliminary project scope statement from the previous segment. I'll point out some of the differences for you. In the next section, we'll start with the planning areas.